But we do have a lot more on Harry Belafonte's life and legacy. Host of ABC News' Life Out Loud podcast, LZ Granderson. LZ, truly, Belafonte was not just an inspiration, but an icon, and he made the arts so rich for us.
Yes, he did. He was truly a force. And, you know, for anyone to have had the career that he had in entertainment would be an accomplishment in and of itself. When you consider what he was doing concurrently in the social justice front, it is absolutely remarkable that this Renaissance man was able to just influence so many ways, the way that we still live today, over the 80-plus years of his life in terms of just being active. So, yes, music for sure, but Harry Belafonte, the man in general, was just a force.
And, you know, he was always fighting for civil rights as well, because he lived the struggle. And he knew that his music and his talents could be the change. Let's just go back to Freedom Summer, 1964 in Jackson, Mississippi. He became friends with another very famous young actor, and they made a difference.
Yes, they did. You know, I unfortunately did not have an opportunity to spend much time with Mr. Belafonte. I did meet him, but not spend much time with him. But I did spend a lot of time with Mr. Sidney Poitier, who accompanied Mr. Belafonte to Jackson during that summer to deliver money, to help with the freedom riders, but also to raise bail money, understanding that the civil rights leaders were obviously going to be arrested and would need bail money to get out. So he was very forward-thinking in terms of his influence in the civil rights movement. But in this summer in particular, once he landed in Jackson, Mississippi, now remember, you know, they are big, huge stars, but they're also still two black men. And when they landed in Jackson, Mississippi, no one gave a damn if they were big stars. Mr. Poitier and Mr. Belafonte put their life at risk in order to deliver money to help the freedom riders continue on with the program, but also voting drive as well. My own mother, who participated in the voting drives in the same area in Mississippi, told me how she was chased by the KKK. So, of course, imagine my feelings when I read that Mr. Belafonte and Mr. Poitier were also chased by the KKK during that time. That was Jackson, Mississippi in the 1960s. And Kira, unfortunately, if you look at the racial dynamic that's happening in Jackson, Mississippi today, there's still work that needs to be done.
Yeah, a lot more needs to be done. And, you know, you're so lucky you got to know Sidney. I didn't get a chance to get to know him. I was lucky to get to know Harry Belafonte more than 2 decades ago and work on a few projects. And LZ, I remember him talking about music. He had been working on this project of black spirituals, and he put together all these artists and all these songs. And I asked him why he'd been working on it since 1961. And I said, why did you want to put that together, right? And what kept you so dedicated to it for so many years, so many decades? And he said, because as black people, we weren't allowed to go to school. We didn't learn how to read and write. So the only way we could document our history was through music. And he said, I want everybody to know that. I want everybody to know that for decades to come. And so, you know, he felt like the whole entertainment side of things, it was sort of a bonus, but it was music that he felt was the way to teach people about the black experience.
Well, absolutely. He used it as a bridge, and many black artists, both past and present, continue to do the same thing today. All we have to do is just listen. But he was very intentional. He made sure that the folk music that he did perform had a message and that it did accompany the spirit of the people. You know, we talk a lot about Dylan and Springsteen and John Cougar Mellencamp as being the voices of the working class, and they absolutely deserve that credit. But if you really listen to the lyrics of Belafonte, he too was singing for the working class. And yes, much of the music came from a black man's perspective because he is a black man, was a great black man. But if you really listen to the spirit of his music, he was talking about the hard work it takes to get day by day. And that's working class music. And I believe that is one of the reasons why he was the first artist to sell 1 million copies.
Time to cue up Oh Freedom. LZ Granderson, so great to talk to you about icons like this. I know it's a passion for both of us. So great to see you,
Absolutely.
LZ. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.